Well, we are celebrating Linda's birthday today here on the show, but her daughter Kathy Carson Freeman had her own celebration planned this past weekend, and Kathy, you got us involved.
I did.
We wanted to fill Linda in on all the things she didn't know about the planning.
Right.
How long did you start? When did the planning begin?
I thought of it a year ago on her last birthday because I was like, I didn't love 79. I didn't think we did a good job. I thought she needs something really big. So I started talking to out-of-town people about a year ago, and then I got these invitations planned maybe 6 months ago. I sent them out a couple months ago.
Have you seen these, Linda?
I have not.
Your journalism career. It's
that's
a newspaper.
in LA. Yes, that's when
Breaking
I was
news.
in Los Angeles.
Yes, and so that was the back of the invitation. So, I mean, I planned it for a while because I knew that we had a lot of out-of-town people. And then in the middle of it, she moved, which completely threw me for a loop because throwing a surprise party is hard enough, and then being your next door neighbor really.
Yes, let's remind people that you were planning this party at your house while now your mom has moved next door on a cul-de-sac.
Yes.
So it isn't even like you can hide the catering van.
It was crazy.
And 80 years of friends and careers and coworkers, and your mom is so adored by so many people. I can only imagine what a large task this was.
It was hard, and it was hard to narrow down how many people because I also don't have a very big house, so it really had to be, it had to be very few people, unfortunately. But it was hard, but it was worth it. It all went off without a hitch.
So you tasked us.
But the whole problem was I knew that I wasn't going to be able to figure out something to do with her. Like, what was I going to get her, because we live next door to each other.
And you had family in town.
Family in town. I mean, so I'm like, what am I going to do? And then I knew. The one thing she would never say no to was work. So I got Joey, I got the whole view involved, and I was like, okay, you guys got to get her out of the house. You got to get her away, and you have to make sure that she looks good, because I don't want her showing up to her party, because then she'd be really mad.
Yes. Because Linda always looks like $1 million. So after talking to Kathy and Stephanie, and we figured out a photo shoot, a video shoot would be the way to get Linda out of the house, and so we staged a video shoot. Our friends at Social Eatery, who were fantastic, took care of us and played along. So we met Linda, who kept asking the whole week forward, what should I wear? What should I wear? Something you would like to be photographed in. Producer Matt is behind the camera. He's also in on this entire thing. So as we are here, what you're looking at happened Saturday night, we're getting texts from Kathy saying, okay, the house is full, everyone's
like,
here.
get her here now.
Because the idea of getting Linda out of the house, committed to something, but then to get Linda to say goodbye to people that have just been nice to her, like the folks at Social.
Oh, I loved Social. They were awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
Linda
like,
can't wait to go
Joey,
back.
you need to be mean. Get her out.
So she had made me put on my mean producer hat, and I kept saying to Linda, you got to go. You got to go. I'm sorry, you got to go. I've never felt so rude in my life. I kept living for this moment where I could say, I didn't want you to leave.
Finally, he and Matt got in the car with me, so I was
Yes.
like,
Oh, that's
she
so
brought us back to
funny.
the station, and we followed Linda to the party, but we beat her.
Which is...
I almost stopped at a 7-Eleven to get more of those ice cream sandwiches for the grandkids.
So the house is packed. Everyone's there. Linda's
She's
home.
still not there, and I'm texting her, and I'm calling her. At one point I call her, and I'm like, we're all waiting for you to eat dinner. And she's like, I don't know why you waited. She hung up on me. I'm like, what is...
I was changing clothes.
Yes.
My next step was to take off all my makeup and go over there. I'm so glad I didn't do that.
Well, Kathy stopped her before she took off the makeup, and luckily, as she was coming in, we have great video from your husband, Jason. We caught Linda completely surprised.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. My eyes didn't seem to be registering. I just could not believe that. I'd just seen you guys 5 minutes before, and there you were. And you were standing by my sister who lives in North Georgia and my friends who live in California. And there were people from the station that I'd worked with 20 years ago, just all through the years. And, people don't realize that here at ABC7, we are family. And there were people that I worked with so many years ago here, and they were all there. It was just a beautiful, beautiful night.
Anyone who has ever thrown a surprise party can appreciate the fact that this went off so well is amazing.
Amazing.
Hats off to you, Kathy. It was one of my favorite moments, just being in the room and watching Linda experience all of the people
I just
that were
feel so
there.
guilty. It must be me who's always telling people about their surprise party.
Linda's the one that gives up the surprise. All right, well, we'll be back in just a moment. And when we come back, we want to let you know how you can help Linda celebrate her next birthday.